Okay, we got them all heated up and bent. We left this one straight. Just thought it looked good that way. Put a little bit of a straight and a curve in that one. Went ahead because this one would look just a little bit too perfect, I guess. The way my son said it, looked just too perfectly curved. So we went ahead and put a twist in it. We left this one with the curve in it. It just looks, I think, with all the other ones, with that curve in it, just makes it look pretty good. I don't know. Tell me what you think. The next step will be to put some wire ties on it, using pretty much the same kind of wire as Alan did, just for aesthetics. And what I'm going to do is, once I wire tie each one of these joints, I'm going to double around each side and then twist them all together. We'll put hot glue on the back of them just to keep that wire from touching any of the actor's face or anything like that, and all the wire ends will be sticking out from this side. And we'll get back to you once we have that done. Alright, so when we left off, we were about to run some wires around each center weld point. Because my frame's a little bit bigger, I can't really wrap around the corners on this one. So I'm just going to wrap around the center pieces, and it's just a one wrap around that way, and then a wrap around this way, and then we just twist it together. And this wire is real easy to work with. It's real easy to twist. It's a floral type wire, which makes it a lot easier to work with. You could use some kind of wire hanger for, say, pictures, but that's about all we're going to do. Right there is just wrap it around, give it kind of an industrial look. Once that's done, I'll snip off the little ears there and just let it sit. And again, on the inside, I'll probably cover, not much, but with a little bit of hot glue just to cover up those edges a little bit. And when I come back, we'll have them all done. Okay, I went in and did all the wires, and when I did them, they didn't look so good when I cut them flush, so I left the little tags on the end. I know, that's a better looking one. I know that the actor that's going to be wearing this, so I can instruct them as to what I'd like for them to do, so that they won't get themselves hurt. Also, my actors are going to be separated from the guests that come through the haunt, so they won't be touched. They won't get close enough to the actor or the guest. So once that's all said and done, everything should be safe and good to go. I wasn't quite sure what I was going to do to the top of this, and I know that my actor, the way I'm going to light my actor, will be from the front and below. And while trying to decide if I wanted to do the tape across the top and across the sides like Alan over at Stiltby Studios, I came up with just using the leftover cardboard from the back of the picture frame, and I'm going to just cut it to size, which almost fits perfect, and cover the top edge of it. And that way hopefully the light will bounce up inside there and give a good shadow and a good covering, so that the actor can be even more menacing, I guess would be the word. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this up and be right back. Well, I'm going to cut it up and glue it on and see what it looks like. I'll be right back. Okay, what I did was I gave it just a rough cutout and glued it to the top of the cage. Then I went around with some of my hot glue. You might be able to see that around the whole top edge. Again, that's hopefully going to give it that welded to the cage effect once I get done painting it. And of course, that will be our next step after I get all these little strings pulled off so that they don't interfere with my paint job. You know, maybe it would look kind of cool to have a spiderweb effect on here, but that's not the effect I'm going for. I'm going for that juggernaut, busting out of the cage, lunatic, in a straitjacket type of character. So the next step, as soon as all this glue dries and I get all these little strings off, we will meet you outside for painting. Okay, I was gonna wait until the air conditioner went off, but we're in Louisiana and I'll just show you. The air conditioner is going to keep running. It's almost 90 degrees in the shade. So we're just going to have to grind through it. I'll try and talk louder and keep you guys informed. So let's get down here to the paint. There's my cauldron I'm working on. Bought that thing for 20 bucks. So once I get it all the rust off of it, I'll paint it with some high heat, high temp paint. We're good to go. Here's the paint colors I got. I got right up, let's see, right here is my primer. I got this primer because Krylon Fusion can be an expensive paint. So I got the Krylon Fusion primer right here, and then I got some black to go over the top of it, my chrome, and this is called dried pepper. I couldn't find the pumpkin orange. I also got from the Oops pile some latex paint for $3 for that little can. Should make a lot of paint for antiquing, and my spray bottle to thin the mix out a little bit. So let me back up the camera here. Oh, look at there, my son's green machine. We got to get a new tube for the tire, but how long has it been since you've seen a green machine? I know, right? But let me clamp this down and we'll get started. So I'm going to give it a generous coat of primer before we get started, just to in hopes that the paint will stick. I want the paint to stick to everything, so before I go ahead and paint it with the black and the chrome and the dried pepper and do my antiquing, we're going to go ahead and coat this whole thing, so hopefully it'll take paint better, and hopefully that chrome will pop a little bit better once we spray it on there. So well, I know you don't want to sit here and watch me paint, so I'm going to go ahead and get this primed up, let it dry, and we'll move on to the next step.